5 signs you're married to the right person. Most relationship content tells you what's wrong with your marriage. Red flags, warning signs, reasons to leave. But what if you're with the right person and you just don't realize it? What if the marriage you have is actually good, maybe even great, and you're doubting it because it doesn't look like a romantic movie? By the end of this video, you'll know the 5 signs you married the right person, not based on butterflies or fantasy, but based on real partnership. These aren't vague feelings. These are specific, observable behaviors that distinguish healthy marriages from dysfunctional ones. Sign 1. You can disagree without it destroying the relationship. The first sign you married the right person is that you can have disagreements, even significant ones, without the relationship being threatened. You don't agree on everything, no healthy couple does, but you've mastered the ability to argue constructively, hear each other's perspectives, and reach resolution. Neither of you uses conflict as a weapon. You fight fair, and you fight together against problems rather than against each other. Watch what happens during disagreements. When you argue, neither threatens divorce, leaving, or ending the relationship. No one uses the nuclear option to win arguments. The commitment to the marriage is never in question, even during conflict. Secure relationships can handle disagreement because both people know conflict doesn't equal ending. Notice your approach to problems. During conflict, you maintain us against the problem mentality, not me against you. You're trying to solve issues together, not defeat each other. Even when angry, you remember you're on the same team. Financial stress creates an argument, but you approach it as, how do we solve this together, not whose fault is this? Right partners unite against problems. Wrong partners become the problem. See how you handle criticism. Your spouse points out something you did wrong or need to improve, and you can listen. You don't immediately get defensive or attack back. You're secure enough to accept feedback because you trust it comes from love, not contempt. The ability to give and receive constructive feedback is essential for growth. Watch how quickly you repair. After disagreements, you reconnect relatively quickly. You don't hold grudges or punish each other for days. Apologies happen, forgiveness is given, and you move forward. Time between conflict and reconnection is a measure of relationship health. Right partners repair quickly because the relationship matters more than being right. And notice how you treat each other even when angry. During arguments, you don't name call, belittle, or attack character. You stick to the issue at hand without bringing up past mistakes. Anger doesn't give permission for cruelty. How you treat each other at your worst reveals the actual health of the marriage. Sarah and Tom disagreed on a lot. How to spend money, how to raise their kids, where to go on vacation, but they'd figured out how to disagree productively. During one argument about finances, Tom got frustrated and raised his voice. Sarah said, "I need you to lower your voice so we can actually talk about this." Tom took a breath and did. They disagreed on the solution, but they listened to each other's reasoning. Eventually, they compromised. Neither threatened to leave, neither attacked the other's character, neither held a grudge after. The next morning, they had coffee together, and Tom said, "I'm sorry I raised my voice yesterday." Sarah said, "I'm sorry I dismissed your concerns." They hugged and moved on. Their friend watching this dynamic later said, "That's a healthy marriage." Sarah realized disagreeing without destroying each other was a sign they'd married the right person. So establish conflict rules if you haven't. No threats, no name-calling, no character attacks. Practice us against the problem framing. Learn to repair quickly. Don't let arguments fester. Welcome feedback. Create safety for each other to speak truth. And if you can disagree well, celebrate that as evidence of a strong foundation. Sign 2. They show up for you during hard times. Anyone can be a good partner when life is easy. The real test of whether you married the right person is how they behave when things get hard. Do they stay present during your struggles? Do they support you through crisis? The right person doesn't abandon you when you're not at your best. They move toward you with compassion and support. Your struggles don't make them love you less, they make them care more. Fair weather partners are pleasant in good times, but absent in bad times. Hard times reveal true character. Notice if they support your dreams. You have goals, ambitions, dreams, and they actively support them even when it requires sacrifice. They don't sabotage or minimize what matters to you. They celebrate your wins and encourage you through setbacks. You want to go back to school or change careers. They support the disruption because your growth matters to them. Wrong partners feel threatened by your growth. Right partners facilitate it. See if they carry you when you can't carry yourself. During periods when you're depleted, physically, emotionally, mentally, they step up. They take on more than their share temporarily because you need them to. They don't keep score or resent having to carry weight. Marriage requires both people to be strong sometimes when the other can't be. Watch how they treat your vulnerability. When you're vulnerable, sharing fears, failures, weaknesses, they handle it with care. They don't weaponize what you've shared in trust during future arguments. Your vulnerability makes them protective, not opportunistic. How someone handles your vulnerability reveals whether they're safe. Right partners protect your soft spots. Wrong partners exploit them. And notice the pattern over time. It's not one-time heroics, it's consistent showing up across years. You can count on them because they've demonstrated over and over they're dependable. They've earned your trust through pattern, not promises. If you can look back over years and see consistent support during hard times, you chose well. When Lisa's mother died, she fell apart. She couldn't work, could barely function, cried constantly. Her husband Mark didn't try to fix it or rush her through grief. He took over everything: cooking, cleaning, managing the kids, handling logistics. He let Lisa grieve without pressure. He held her when she cried. He sat with her in silence when she couldn't talk. Months later, when Lisa started emerging from the worst of it, she told Mark, "I don't know how I would have survived this without you." Mark said, "You don't have to survive things alone anymore. That's why I'm here." Lisa realized Mark had shown her through the hardest time of her life that he was the right person. He hadn't just stayed, he'd carried her when she couldn't carry herself. That's when Lisa knew with certainty that marrying Mark was the right choice. So notice the pattern. Has your spouse consistently shown up during hard times? If they have, tell them specifically what their support has meant. Reciprocate by being the person who shows up for them. Trust the reliability they've demonstrated, and acknowledge this strength. Having a reliable partner is rare and valuable.
Sign 3. You're both growing, not just coexisting. A clear sign you married the right person is that you're both growing as individuals and growing together as a couple. You're not stagnant or stuck. You're not just maintaining, you're evolving. The right person challenges you to be better, supports your development, and is also committed to their own growth. You make each other better people. Notice if you challenge each other to be better. Your spouse calls you out lovingly when you're not living up to your values. They encourage you to pursue goals, even when you're scared. They see your potential and push you toward it. The right person loves who you are, but also challenges you to become who you could be. Stagnant relationships breed resentment. Growing relationships breed fulfillment. See if you learn from each other. Your spouse has strengths you don't have, and you learn from them. You become a better person by being with them. They've adopted some of your strengths too. You used to be bad with money. Your spouse's discipline influenced you, and now you're financially healthier. Right partners make each other better through mutual influence. Watch if you have shared goals and vision. You're working towards something together, not just getting through life. You have dreams as a couple, not just individual dreams. You make plans for the future that excite both of you. Shared vision creates purpose and direction in marriage. Notice if success threatens either of you. When you succeed, your spouse celebrates genuinely. When they succeed, you feel proud, not envious. You operate from abundance, not competition. Insecure partners feel threatened by spouse's growth. Secure partners feel proud because they view it as our success. And look back at who you've become. 5 years ago, you were different people, and you like who you've become together. The changes are positive, more patient, wiser, kinder, stronger. Marriage has refined you, not diminished you. Right relationships bring out your best self. Wrong relationships bring out your worst. When Chris met Jordan 10 years ago, Chris was reactive, defensive, and struggled with emotional regulation. Jordan was patient, but also didn't let Chris get away with unhealthy patterns. "I need you to think about why you're really angry before you come at me," Jordan would say. Over years, Chris learned emotional intelligence from Jordan's example and guidance. Meanwhile, Jordan had struggled with assertiveness. Jordan would avoid conflict and people please. Chris encouraged Jordan to set boundaries and speak up. "You're allowed to say no," Chris would remind Jordan. Over time, Jordan became more confident and assertive. They'd both become better people by being together. Their friends would comment on how much they'd both grown. Chris and Jordan realized they weren't just living parallel lives, they were actively making each other better. That mutual growth was evidence they'd chosen right. So, reflect on growth. How have you changed since marrying? Is it positive growth? Set shared goals together. Celebrate each other's development. Be the person who facilitates growth in your spouse. And appreciate this dynamic. Mutual growth is a gift that not all marriages have. If this video is helping you recognize the strength of your marriage, hit that subscribe button for more content that focuses on what's working, not just what's broken. Let's talk about the next sign. Sign 4. The little things still matter to both of you. One of the clearest signs you married the right person is that you both still do the little things that show care, attention, and thoughtfulness. You haven't stopped trying. The small gestures of love, making their coffee, sending a text to check in, remembering what matters to them, saying thank you, showing physical affection, are still present. Marriages die when people stop doing the little things. Notice the small acts of service, making their favorite meal, filling their gas tank, picking up something they need, taking on tasks without being asked because you know it helps them. These aren't transactional, they're expressions of care. Small acts of service are love languages made visible. Consistent small gestures create the feeling of being cared for and valued. Watch if affection and appreciation are still expressed. Thank you for things that could be taken for granted. I love you, not out of habit, but with meaning. Physical touch, holding hands, hugs, kisses remain part of daily life. You come home and your spouse hugs you genuinely, asks you about your day with real interest. Affection and appreciation maintain emotional connection. See if you remember what matters to them. Their favorite coffee order, their comfort food, their preferences. Important dates, events in their life, things they mentioned caring about. You pay attention because they matter to you. Remembering details is evidence of attention and care. Notice if you make time for each other. Date nights, check-ins, moments of connection are prioritized. You don't let life's demands completely erase us time. You protect time together because the relationship matters. What you make time for reveals what you value. Right partners protect relationship time. And watch if the effort has stopped or continued. You haven't stopped trying just because you're married. You still want to make them smile, show them love, be thoughtful. The relationship isn't on autopilot. You're actively nurturing it. Effort is the difference between thriving marriage and dying marriage. Every morning, Alex made coffee for Taylor before leaving for work early. Taylor would wake up to fresh coffee waiting. It was a small thing, but it meant Alex was thinking of Taylor first thing. Every evening, Taylor would text Alex around 3 p.m. "How's your day going?" Just checking in. Small thing, but it meant Taylor was thinking about Alex. When they'd see each other after work, they'd hug, really hug, not just a quick pat, and kiss hello. They'd thank each other for mundane things. "Thanks for taking out the trash. Thanks for picking up groceries." They never stopped saying, "I love you." Their friend once asked, "How are you still so affectionate after 8 years?" Alex said, "Because Taylor still matters to me." Taylor said, "Because Alex still tries." They realized the little things hadn't stopped because neither of them had stopped caring. So identify your spouse's preferences. What small things mean a lot to them? Do them consistently. Small gestures work through consistency, not intensity. Express appreciation for the little things they do. Don't stop trying. Resist the temptation to coast. And if little things are still happening, celebrate that as evidence of health.
Sign 5. You still choose each other. The ultimate sign you married the right person is that despite everything, despite flaws, struggles, hard times, changes, you still choose each other. Not because you have to, not because leaving would be inconvenient, but because you genuinely want to be together. You've seen each other at your worst, and you still want to stay. The initial infatuation has faded, and what remains is real, committed love. Notice if you've seen the reality and stayed. You know their weaknesses, annoying habits, difficult qualities. They know yours too. Neither of you is under any illusions about perfection. You've chosen to love the real person, not the idealized version. True commitment is choosing someone after you know everything about them. Fantasy love is easy. Real love is choosing the flawed reality. Ask yourself why you're staying. Are you together because of kids, finances, or social pressure? Are you staying because you're afraid of being alone? Or are you together because you want to be? If all external pressures were removed, would you still choose this person? Obligation creates resentment. Choice creates commitment. Watch what happens during stress. When life gets hard, do you turn toward each other or away? During stress and struggle, is your instinct to move closer or distance? You seek comfort and support from each other. You face challenges as a team. How you respond during stress reveals the foundation of the relationship. Some couples explode under pressure. Strong couples bond under it. Think about your future. When you think about 5, 10, 20 years from now, do you want them there? Are you excited about growing old together or dreading it? Your future plans include them because you can't imagine it otherwise. How you feel about the future together reveals whether you chose right. Wrong partners make you dread the future. Right partners make you look forward to it. And ask yourself honestly, can you say, "I choose you," and mean it? If you sat across from your spouse today and said, "I choose you," would it be true? Not, "I'm stuck with you," or "I guess we're in this," but genuine, "I choose you." That active choice, made repeatedly, is what keeps marriage alive. Marriage is a daily decision, not a one-time event. After 15 years of marriage, Morgan and Sam had been through everything. Job losses, health scares, parenting challenges, personal struggles. They knew each other completely. They'd seen each other's absolute worst. Morgan had quirks that drove Sam crazy. Sam had flaws that frustrated Morgan. They weren't in the honeymoon phase anymore. One night over dinner, Sam said out of nowhere, "I choose you again." Morgan teared up. "Me too. Even knowing everything I know now, I'd still choose you." They realized that was what made it right. Not that it was perfect or easy, but that after seeing everything, experiencing everything, knowing everything, they still chose each other. Not out of obligation, not because leaving was too hard, but because after all these years, they genuinely wanted to be together. That active, informed choice made every day, despite knowing all the reality, was how they knew they'd married the right person. So ask yourself honestly, do you still choose this person? Or are you just here out of obligation? Tell your spouse you choose them and mean it. Focus on choice, not trappedness. Shift from "I have to stay" to "I want to stay." If you want to choose them but something's in the way, address it. And if you still actively choose each other, celebrate that foundation. That's the ultimate evidence you chose right. If you're single and wondering what it looks like when someone is falling for you, watch our video on 5 signs he is falling hard for you. Understanding the early signs of genuine interest can help you recognize a good thing when you see it. Links in the description. If you recognize most or all of these signs in your marriage, you need to stop downing yourself. You married well. Not perfectly, there's no such thing, but you married someone who disagrees with you constructively, shows up during hard times, grows with you, does the little things, and still chooses you. That's not common. That's evidence you made a good choice. Sometimes we spend so much time looking for problems that we miss what's actually working. Sometimes the relationship we have is good, and we just can't see it because it doesn't look like the movies. Real love isn't perfect. It's two imperfect people who've decided to face life together. If your spouse consistently shows up for you in the ways that matter, stop questioning whether you married right. You did. If this video helps you recognize the strength of your marriage, subscribe to this channel for more content that focuses on what's working, not just what's broken. Drop a comment telling me which sign resonates most with your marriage, or share one small way your spouse shows you every day that you chose right. Don't let the world convince you that your good marriage isn't good enough just because it's not dramatic. Don't let social media make you question a healthy relationship because it's not performative. If you're with someone who respects you, supports you, grows with you, cares for you, and chooses you, you won. Hold on to that. Nurture it. Be grateful for it, and stop doubting what you already know. You're married to the right person.